everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. The topic today that I'll be sharing with you is when we look into the future, what kind of competencies are that are going to be needed over the next few years to come for. And on that, I think one of the most important things that comes to my mind as we look into the future of competencies for work, we know that it's not going to be the same. It's not been the same for over the last 6 months. I think what has happened in the last 6 months is some of the things that we were holding ourselves to or holding ourselves from rather have only advanced. I think each industry, each organization has just possibly stepped into the future by about 3 to 4 years. Some things that we thought would not be possible, given no choice, we've made it happen. We've made it possible. And that's how it's going to be when we look into the future, that if you possibly think that something may not happen or can't happen, or how will my particular business or industry adapt to it, well, you'll be surprised. As I think we've been over the last few months, anything can happen. But keeping in mind, for what are some of the things we need to work towards? First, I think traditionally and always, leadership will play a very important role. But the challenge here is a lot of leaders used to thrive on their personal energies, on their personal demeanors when interacting with people. And no doubt, those energies used to flow into people. That's why you had leaders who could carry people, turn around teams, turn around projects, more because of a personal demeanor, charisma, or energy. Now, that's going to be difficult. When we talk about a virtual world, it's going to be difficult, if not impossible, to transfer energies over a video call or be able to understand people's moods. So the ability to connect deeper, okay, not just on energy, but on people's emotion, to know what are people thinking, to engage at a far deeper level is going to be something which is going of utmost importance, really, as we look into the future. What's going to be even more important is the mindset. And when I say mindset over here, two things come to my mind. One thing that I think over the past few years that all of us have been discussing is the design mindset. Now, I think with design, couple it with digital. The design and digital mindset is going to be very important. And not just for a leader, but I think at every possible level in the organization. And when I say design, we need to keep it very simple. Okay, we're not going to complicate it. Look at existing workflows and empower people to be able to challenge status quo, empower people to be able to make changes in a workflow or a work process. That's design mindset for me when we're talking about people who are, largely the front line. What works, what doesn't. And for anything that has to happen, the first question that needs to come to your mind is, how do I do it digitally? If it's not digital, it is not worth it. That's something that we need to keep in mind, because that's the only way we will achieve, simplicity in what we do, which is another great competency, of the future. Well, always has been and will continue to be keeping things simple. But the design and, the digital mindset is going to play an important role. And last but not the least, I think as organizations, we need to communicate, we need to empower, and we need to, develop people to not be busy. That's, I think, one thing which is going to be extremely important from the future perspective. Don't be busy. Don't crowd yourself with, too much work. Meetings is not a solution to getting things done only. Be mindful of your time. Okay, and allowing people to do that when we look into the future. I would look at it where a person whose calendar is fully booked all the time may not be, as encouraging or as effective as somebody who's got, 2 to 3 hours to herself or himself during the day or in a week, planned time to be able to again think. That's what's going to be important if we really want to look at, what the future for organizations is going to be, about. Thank you.